Good day. Do you want to know how you can tell that I'm sick? I have not changed my hair. I have not changed it, but I don't wear my hair down a lot. And I've been wearing it down nearly every day. And that is how you know I'm sick, because I have not had the energy. What is this? Something is squeaking down here. And I don't have time for it. Anyway, I haven't had the energy to put it back up. And that is how you know I'm dying. Anyway, child, I'm here presenting you all with 911. I know it hadn't caught on yet. Everybody ain't watching, but I'm enjoying the show. I'm still deciding if I'm going to continue reviewing it, because it's one of those shows that y'all ain't really watching. And I mean, I like it, but I can just like it by myself. It's not a big deal. Anyway, girl, so 911 was a whole lot. It's going to be a whole lot probably every episode, because it's a Ryan Murphy production. But it was a lot. So we begin. There's these two boys. They're at the fair or at an amusement park or something. And the black boy convinces the other boy, not black, I guess Hawaiian. He looked like he was Hawaiian or something. But honestly, that does not pertain to anything. So what I'm talking about. But anyway, the one boy convinced the other boy to get on a roller coaster. The boy was nervous. He was like, I don't feel like all of that. No. And the boy convinced him. So they get on there, and I knew it was going to be a mess. I knew it was going to be terrible. I did. Because the one boy that was scared to get on the ride was a heavy-set fella. He was a bigger fella. Excuse me. And when they put the bar down, when you get on the roller coaster, they secure you with the bar. They put the bar down. That bar didn't look stable. I said, oh, no. And so they get on the ride and carrying on. And my mama sitting there like, this big boy finna fall out this roller coaster, Lord Jesus. I said, it's not going to be the big boy. It's not going to be him. It's going to be the other boy. See, it's always the one that's not scared that ends up having the problem. I'm always the scared one, so I'm always safe. With my friends, they be like, come on, girl, let's do it. Let's drink tequila shots and go stand on top of the Empire State Building. I'd be like, I'm not going to do the Empire State Building, but I will do the tequila shots with you. And, I'll be fine. And they be like, somewhere laid over at the hospital, recuperating. And I'm like, shouldn't have did that. Whatever. But anyway, so the roller coaster proceeds to coast. And it does a little dip move, and skinny friend flew. He flew smooth out the coaster, Jesus. Just bloop, hit the ground. And I said, oh no, Jesus. And for some reason, because when the boy flew out the coaster, everything was upright and minding its business. By the time the firefighters got there, the roller coaster was upside down. Now, when the boy flew out the coaster, it was not upside down. I understand that it'll take somebody a minute to process that a man has flown out of the coaster and we need to stop the coaster. But stopping the coaster while it's upside down, that was not logical to me. But anyway, girl, so Swoop Bang. Y'all know Swoop Bang. He is, I think his name is Buckley, something like that. I'm calling him Swoop Bang. He, has signed on for the Daredevil foolery. So he's going to go up there on top of the roller coaster and save this young man. So he goes up there and he's talking to the young man. Take my hand. It's only a few inches. You can do this. And he's like, what about my friend? So they check on the friend. Turns out, the friend, he did not pull through. So he laying on that ground dead. He wasn't bleeding though. And that's what confused me, because you flew from a roller coaster to the ground, but you ain't cracked your head. Even with this fro, I would have been bleeding. I did, but bleeding. I ain't seen no blood. But anyway, they checked on the friend and, sent the word that the friend is dead, but they didn't send the word to the friend that's up there hanging. So they're like, he cool. We worried about you right now. Take my hand. Trying to smooth over the fact that the friend is long gone. He is long past. He's no longer for this world. So the young man, we did a lot of Tyler Perry back and forth. Take my hand. I can't take your hand. Take my hand. It's just a few inches. I can't take your hand. And finally, we get to that last, take my hand. And homeboy says, I can't. And then just, let's go. Drop right on down to the ground. And I'm going to get this whole little scenario out the way. So he passes on. He's no longer for this world either. Buckley is feeling all sorts of kind of ways about it. He's, very upset. This was his first loss. And it's taking him on through. That's why I can't be in the public profession. I can't be a doctor. I can't be a nurse. I can't be a firefighter. I can't be an EMT. I cannot be a police officer, because if somebody dies in front of me, if somebody I'm trying to save dies, I also will die. So it's just not good for either of us. But anyway, so, you know, the boy's going through all of this. He's going to see his therapist. He sleeps with his therapist. I did not have time. He goes to the young man's funeral, the one that, you know, jumped. Now, in the midst of all this, he's getting a lot of media attention because he's a hero. He saved some other folks, but they ain't even show him saving the other folks because we're so worried about, you know, this one fella, which I understand. So he goes to the boy's funeral, and his sister confronts Swoop and is giving, so what had happened was, and Swoop was like, well, what had happened was, he just let go. Your brother he just bloop, let go. And she said, not my brother. My brother was happy. He was healthy. We were having a great time. You failed him. And so that put Swoop in another, you know, terrible headspin. And then I think that's when he ended up going to the therapist. I don't know. And to get Swoop right on out the way, because I don't want to come back here no more. At the end of the episode, the sister came back and apologized and said, okay, niece, I don't have your crack, so I don't know. Look, I don't know if it's crack or meth, but it's a lot going on in this little area right on around here. It ain't got nothing to do with me, though. So anyway, sister comes on by and is giving, I apologize. I was very rude to you. And my brother was indeed suicidal. He tried to kill himself. He isolated himself. And I talked his friend into taking him to the fair or wherever. And then this happened. And I'm like, well, you could have said that at the beginning. Snapping on this boy because your brother want to die. That don't make sense. If ever I kill myself, which, you know, it's likely. But if I do, I'm trying not to. But if I do, I don't want my family members snapping on everybody because that was something I did. That's absolutely, girl, who has time? Anyway, child. Anyway, let's move on to the next storyline because I'm through with Swoop and all of his foolery for a little while. So there are dogs. This man calls the police. There are these demon dogs trying to attack him and carrying on. I said, well, now, where is he that these dogs are trying to attack him? They get over there. Now, Bernadine Basket, Angela Bassett, I can't catch her name on the show. I just cannot catch it. Girl, ooh, y'all are on my nerves. You're on my nerves today. And you're on my nerves. Why are you driving so doggone slow? And you, 18-wheeler, you need to speed up as well. Because I got 12 minutes. What am I trying to say here? Bernadine Basket. She done swooped by the rallies right quick. You know, I was in LA and I never saw rallies. I saw checkers. But they did, I believe I saw rallies on the side of that building, but that's my business. That's not my business. Whose business? I don't know. Moving along. I'm just going through a lot today. My head hurts so bad. Where am I moving along to? Yeah, so she done swung by the rally / checkers and got a couple cheeseburgers, 4 of them to be exact, and some fries in the zipper bag and a large root beer. So she goes on to the scene of the crime. The scene of the crime is at this person's home. So we get there, we see bald-headed Aisha, lady cop. She's just an animal lover. I can't wait to get into her backstory. We already know she's a lesbian, honey. That's established. But I can't wait to get into her backstory. I don't know what I'm doing with my fingers here, but ooh, you cut that close. I can't wait to get into her backstory to find out that she has like 50 dogs. Because every time she was with the snakes, trying to save the snake. Now she's over here trying to save the dogs and carrying on. But anyway, and the Asian firefighter, he's like, so he don't do animals. Anyway, girl, so Bernadine comes in and throws those cheeseburgers, get the dogs away from the man and everything. And I'm like, why are we not using our cognition here? Let's think about why this man's dogs will be attacking him. Because that's the first thing I was wondering when I saw that this was at home and not some dogs attacking somebody on the street. I said, now, why would this man's dogs be attacking him like this? First thing I said. They did not pay attention to that. They writing up the case and all of that all outside. Now, this man had flirted with Officer Bernadine Basket. So they writing up the case, and then finally it dawns on Bernadine that, wait a minute. Why this man dogs attacking him in his house? This ain't his house. And then it dawned on him because the owner of the house showed up. It dawned on her. And she was like, oh, Lord. So anyway, you done got burglarized, and I let the man get away, but don't you worry. So let me get this on out the way. They go on and carry on, and eventually she calls him, because remember, he had flirted with her. So she calls him, and he didn't know who he was on the phone with, but he was giving very, come up and see me sometime. And eventually, she revealed herself to be the police officer on the phone, and she was, driving, and she saw him, like physically saw him. And he saw her in the police officer outfit and things, and he started running. She cornered him and then, arrested him. Now you are polluting the earth. Let's get back to this puff of smoke. Just, back to Bernadine. Let's get over to the house. Actually, I'm going to say Bernadine and the house for later. Give me a minute. I'm going to move on to the window washer. So there's a window washer. I don't even remember how this really ended. But there was a man, he was quote-unquote pervy, according to the ladies that were inside the window that he was watching. Something happened. The man, he was hanging from his foot. I don't remember who saved him, because I guess maybe I took a bathroom break or something. I don't know, child. But anyway, I'm sure he's fine. If he's not, Lord rest him. And then there was a jumper. There was a guy who was threatening to jump. He looked like he didn't want to die. He looked like he was just acting a fool. So he thinks that his girlfriend cheated on him. She may or may not have. I don't think we ever established that. But he playing on the edge of like the 20th floor, whatever floor they on. All in all, girl, they done distracted him, and Swoop came in and kicked him in the chest. Now, Chief, Bobby is his name, I believe. Chief was like, yes, we're going to have Swoop go on down and do it because, you know, he needs to get over, you know, this loss he just took. So Swoop accomplishes what he accomplished, blah, blah, blah. I didn't care about all that. Let's get into the storylines. So Abby's mama got the Alzheimer's. We already know about that. She's locked herself in the bathroom. And then there's a new nurse. The new nurse, she's played in a lot of Tyler Perry stuff. And it's so refreshing to see her not be ghetto. It was so refreshing. But yeah, she comes in and she gets the mama out the bathroom and says her husband is a handyman. They're going to fix the locks and make sure we take all the locks off of all the rooms except for, you know, the front door, which you will have to lock from outside instead of inside, all of that. And they just become real good girlfriends real fast. So they're talking about dating and relationships. This woman convinces Abby to call Swoop Bang. So they're having phone conversations. Now they're kicking it old school. Eventually, she asks him out on a date. He says, you know, I'm probably going to have sex with you. So let's not have a date. Let's just maintain on this phone. And I said, well, okay, I guess. But I would still want a photograph. I still would want a photograph. Let's continue the phone conversations, sure. But let us have photographs. Because I'm worried that they're going to really, you know, form a relationship and then he's going to see her for the first time and see. I mean, he asked how old she was, so he knows that she's probably a little bit older. But he's going to see her for the first time and be like, Connie Britton, sis, if you do not get from here, I am Emma Stone's age. I'm not a Connie Britton type of queen. But I don't know. Let's see now. What else before I get to Bernadine? No, that's it. That's it. Okay, so Bernadine. So Bernadine is getting, you know, ready for work. Her husband offers her some coffee. She don't take it initially. And then they say, where's your sister? Because the boy, he got his backpack on. He ready to go to school, honey, because he's got to show out, you know, how the young children do. They goes and they shows out down to the school. So he was ready to do that. They said, where's your sister? She upstairs. She's sick. So the parents both, I have never had both of my parents at all. So it was strange, but it made sense, I guess, for both of the parents to go up to the room and be like, girl, what's going on? What's wrong? But yeah, they both went up there, you know, Bernadine feeling all on her forehead. She said, when did you start feeling sick? The girl said this morning. The husband then says, well, let's just let her take, you know, the day off and carry on. I'm like, I think y'all might should have a conversation or two. These are just my thoughts. But whatever. They let the girl be sick. They went to counseling and carried on, honey, and come to find out, Bernadine, she said deep down she did know he was gay, but that's how much she was willing to make this work. You know, she wanted him and only him. And I'm like, that ain't how that goes. You could have had him and only him as your good girlfriend. Y'all could have been the bestest of friends. Y'all could have been out looking for men together. But when you feel like your husband or your boyfriend or your whoever may be gay, to stay with them and to never mention it again, and then when it does come back up, to be upset about it, does not make sense. But he said something about how, excuse me, he wanted her to fix him or something, girl. And I was like, both of y'all crazy. Both of y'all have created this mess. And so all that was going on. And before I get to the bang, let me see. Oh, yeah, so they mentioned celibacy. They mentioned Bernadine Basket was giving very, okay, I guess we're in a loveless and a sexless marriage. If you can be celibate, I can be celibate too. Rockman Dunbar said, don't really know how to tell you this, but I've been busting it open. He ain't saying it like that, but he basically was like, girl, I am so sorry to have to be the one. And I'm like, when you told her you was gay, why you ain't just go ahead and tell her everything? You gay and you got a nigga. It did not make sense to me. If you gonna break her heart, quote unquote, by telling her that you are a homosexual, Why would you not go on and break her heart by telling her that you are a homosexual in a relationship? Just do it all at once. It got on my nerves, child. It really, it bothered me. So anyway, now she's upset about that, I guess. Anyway, girl, so we get home. The little brother, he's just down there minding his business. All he does is mind his business. That's it. He was down there coloring or doing his homework or something. And Bernadine said, where's your sister? He said, she upstairs. Goes on upstairs, child. Calls her name. She don't answer the door. I said, Lord, what is it? I said, is she finna be in there, what, with a boy? Is she gonna be gone? What is going on? I was not expecting for Bernadine to open the door and see some pills on the floor. First of all, niece, when you're trying to do the pill suicide, girl, keep the bottle near you. Keep the bottle near you if you're not trying to die, because the bottle on this side of the room, you on that side of the room. What if she came in, didn't see the bottle, and just saw you laying there and was like, girl, what's... But anyway, niece, I'm not going to walk you through this whole thing. But, so yeah, girl, May is laid out on, I think her name was May, laid out on the floor. Bernadine calls the police and says, I think my daughter's dead. And I'm like, girl, if she's dead, that's really going to get on my nerves. It's going to get on my nerves. Like, big time, get on my nerves. Because who has the time? Who has the time? See, this little girl gets on my nerves on every show she's on. She gets on my nerves. I love her as an actress. I believe I would like her as a person, because she plays them aggravating characters to a T, honey. Oh, she works my nerves. But yeah, girl, so she may or may not be dead. That's the big cliffhanger for the week. And that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. I am officially late / on time, because it's 12:30 and I'm in the parking lot, but I'm not in the building, my God, today. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all the things that YouTubers say. And if y'all have a show suggestion, y'all know, drop it down in the down there, honey. I can't be bothered to be searching all over trying to figure out what y'all like. If y'all tell me what you like, I can do what you like if it's within reason. Look at God opening up this parking space for me. All right, y'all. Peace.